Sun's gonna shine in my life once more. Love's gonna live here again. Things are gonna be the way they were before. Love's gonna live here again. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here again. No more loneliness, only happiness. Love's gonna live here again. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here again. No more loneliness, only happiness. Love's gonna live here again. Love's gonna live here again. Well, we're so glad to be here at Linneman's for this streaming concert. That song that we wanted us to open with, because boy, what a wonderful week we just went through. I hope you agree, but it seems like it was a fitting message that the sun is going to shine. Things that we've been distressed with for the last 4 years, they can change, and that we'll have a vaccine pretty soon, and that maybe 2021 really will be a better time. So we so thank you for coming to join us in this streaming concert of Eccentric Acoustic.
All right. You know, our next song is a Vince Gill song, and it's one that, Vince Gill is the newest of the Eagles after the death of Glenn Frey. Vince Gill has won 21 Grammy Awards, which is more than any other country artist. So It's pretty amazing. This was co-written with Reed Nielsen, and it was performed by the Time Jumpers, so another Grammy Award-winning group. And by the way, please check the tip jar. All the proceeds tonight will be going to keep Linneman's River West Inn a strong, strong place in Milwaukee for years and years to come. So thanks for being here. This is called On the Outskirts of Town. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you look like trouble, you surely do. Well, you look like you have been around a time or two. Meet me at midnight, that's when it all goes down. Little place called Twilight, on the outskirts of town. Well, you'd look so pretty, riding in my Cadillac. Well, let's find a cozy little table in the back. Meet me at midnight, they got the coldest beer in town. Ice cold, little place called Twilight, on the outskirts of town. Well, there's nothing like that Twilight crowd. They like to play the jukebox loud. It's the hottest honky-tonk around. Little place called Twilight, at the outskirts I'll be here tomorrow night with a girl I hope will show. Meet me at midnight, we'll burn that dance floor down, all the way down. Little place called Twilight, on the outskirts of town. Little place called Twilight, on the outskirts of town. Well, thank you for all the applause.
We can hear it.
One of the things about streaming concerts is a little awkward on stage, so we'll just hope you're applauding for us. And please, sing along at home.
Yes, do that. I forgot to say that our first opening tune there, Love's Gonna Live Here, was a Buck Owens tune. And now we're gonna move on. Oh, also, I just wanted to mention, we're wearing masks because we care about each other. And we hope it's not getting too muffled. We are trying to enunciate behind the fabric, but
we're smiling underneath.
We are, right. And so the next one is kind of a mining song, but it's what's a great thing about this song, it was written by Utah Phillips, who was such an interesting guy. He lived from 1935 to 2008, and he actually ran for president, thinking that we just inaugurated a president this week. He actually ran for president as a part of the Do Nothing Party in, what was that, in 1976.
Jimmy Carter barely defeated him.
1976? Oh, yeah, okay. Well,
That
yes,
was
right.
Carter, right?
Okay, yeah. So then, and there was kind of an interesting story I found out about him is that when Nancy Griffith, when Kate Wolf got ill, she asked if he would play for her. And he said, well, he kept worried because his guitar playing wasn't what it really should be. And a friend said, nobody ever came to see you to hear you play. And Utah came up with, it's better to be likable than talented. And actually, Sandy has a kind of interesting story about Utah Phillips right here in Milwaukee.
Well, long ago, there was a folk music concert series at Alverno, and Utah Phillips was a performer for this concert series. And Utah Phillips, if you know anything about him, he was a real lefty. He was, one of his mentors was a Wobbly back in the days when the Wobblies were a force in union organizing. And so typically as part of a show, he would go into a real lefty rant. And unfortunately, that time, there were some donors in the audience who might not necessarily have agreed to, share all the wealth with all the people that Utah Phillips was singing about. So the next season, the Alverno Folk Music Series was canceled. So we had to listen to Utah Phillips and other venues after that.
So he wrote this song about the green rolling hills of West Virginia 50 years ago in 1971. And of course, it still is very relevant. 1, 2, 3. My daddy said, don't ever be a miner, for a miner's grave is all you'll ever own. There's hard times everywhere, and I don't have a dime to spare. These are the worst times I've ever known. Oh, the green rolling hills of West Virginia are the nearest thing to heaven that I know. Though the time is sad and drear, I cannot linger here. They'll keep me and never let me go. So I move away to some crowded city, in some northern factory town. You'll find me there. And though I leave the past behind, I'll never change my mind. These hard times are more than I can bear. Oh, the green rolling hills of West Virginia are the nearest thing to heaven go back to West Virginia, to those green rolling hills I love so well. Yes, someday I'll go home, and I know I'll right the wrong, and hard times will follow me no more. Oh, the green rolling hills of West Virginia are the nearest thing to heaven that I know. Though the times be sad and drear, I cannot linger here. They'll keep me and never let me go. Yes, they'll keep me and never let me go.
Well, thank you, everyone. Try to contain yourselves, you know. We'd hate to have to call in extra security to guard the mosh pit. Meanwhile, we'd like to switch to a couple of blues tunes. We're going to do these in a medley. The first one is Trouble in Mind, which dates back to about 1924, a guy by the name of Richard M. Jones. And it's been recorded by a lot of people. Chippy Hill, Bertha Chippy Hill in 1926, and then a lot of other people, Dinah Washington, Nina Simone, Lightnin' Hopkins. Actually, the version that really knocked my socks off on YouTube was Sister Rosetta Tharpe. She was a real force of nature, and I've heard her name for a long time, but I didn't really look at some of the YouTube videos of her, and she was amazing. You know, she played guitar like Chuck Berry, except for the duck walk. And she had a set of vocal pipes like Aretha Franklin. She was like the real deal.
Except for the duck walk. Oh, wait.
Aretha Franklin, duck walk? I don't recall that. Okay, so that, like I said, this was the Medley. So that's A Trouble in Mind, and we're going to pair that with Key to the Highway, which is a tune credited to Big Bill Broonzy, although that Jazz Gillum claimed to have, well, they argued back and forth. Jazz Gillum gave Big Bill Broonzy credit for it sometimes, and sometimes he took it all to himself. But it's a pretty much a blues standard. Little Walter made a Chicago blues version of it, and it's a favorite of Eric Clapton. He's recorded it on a number of different albums. So anyway, we start out with Trouble in Mind. 2, 3, 4. Trouble in mind, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. Sun gonna shine my back door someday. I'm going down to the river. I'm gonna take along my rocking chair. Blues overtake me, gonna rock on away from there. Trouble in mind, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. Sun gonna shine my back door someday. Trouble in mind, I'm blue. I got nobody I can tell my troubles to. Won't some sweet daddy come here and take a chance with me? Trouble in mind, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. Sun gonna shine my back door someday.
let that 319 train take the troubles off my mind. Trouble in mind, I'm blue. Won't be blue always. Sun gonna shine my back door someday.
I got the key to the highway. I'm built out and bound to go. I'm going to live here running. Walking is most too slow. I'm going down to the bottom where I'm better known. Ain't doing nothing but driving a good man from his happy home. I got the key to the highway. I'm built out and bound to go. I'm going to leave here running. Walking is most too slow. Give me one kiss, darling, just before I go. When I leave this time, baby, ain't coming back no more. While that moon is shining, I'll be on my way. I'm gonna walk these highways, baby, till the break of day. I got the key to the highway. I'm built out and bound to go. I'm going to leave here running. Walking is most too slow. Walk like one, Ruth. I got the key to the highway. I'm built out and bound to go. I'm going to leave here running. Walking is most too slow. Well, thank you much. You know, many of these songs, this is like the first time we've ever heard them. In our practicing, we've been at least 24 feet apart in different rooms, sometimes masked, but still in different rooms, long distance. And it's not easy to hear, so it's delightful to hear with Jim being sound man tonight. Thank you again.
Absolutely.
With fabulous equipment, and it's just a thrill.
Yeah, the sound is great up here. As Scott said, he couldn't hear us probably in all of our rehearsals, and we couldn't hear him. So it's actually singing together, even with masks on. And I know that I'm sure they're cutting out a little bit of clarity, and also they come down and everything. I was joking to these guys when I got here that I spent some time before we came putting on makeup. I wasn't even thinking about, oh right, the mask. Never mind.
Well, just be reassured, everyone. She looks lovely under the mask.
Well, thank you, dear.
Meanwhile, we're going to stick with the blues for one more tune. The blues as a musical form covers a lot of territory, everything from the low-down, dirty, single entendre kind of stuff of Charlie Patton and Bo Carter to the more elegant uptown renditions by people like Duke Ellington. And this is a Duke Ellington tune. Ain't got the change of a nickel. Ain't got no shine on my shoe. Ain't got a fancy to tickle. I ain't got nothing but the blues. Ain't got no coffee that's perfect. Ain't got no winnings to lose. Ain't got a dream that is working. I ain't got nothing but the blues. When trumpets flare up, I keep my hair up. I just can't make it come down. Believe me, happy, I can't get happy since my ever-loving baby left town. Ain't got no rest in my slumbers. Ain't got no feelings to bring. Ain't got no telephone numbers. I ain't got nothing but the blues. The joint is jumping. The band is pumping. I can't do nothing but frown. Forgive me, Bridget, I can't get with it since my ever-loving baby left town. Ain't got no rest in my slumbers. Ain't got no feelings to bring. Ain't got no telephone number. I ain't got nothing but the blues. I ain't got nothing but the blues. I ain't got nothing but the blues.
Well, I'm so sorry you feel that way.
Complain, complain, complain. That's what it is about the blues, you know, you can complain, call it
But-
art.
It always means that somebody else probably had a worse day than you did.
Right.
Right. And actually, you know, reflecting on what's been a terrible year for so many people. And I think I would say all three of us have been darn lucky. And that living in Milwaukee is actually a good place, especially this year. It's been very mild. We've been outside walking every day. We live really close to the lake. So, I mean, there's no complaints. So this next song is kind of about, well, sometimes you're in a place, kind of stuck in the place, and you'd really like to go somewhere, but you can't. So just make the most of where you live. And it's kind of relevant because Scott's son actually lives in New Mexico. So we're singing, and so does Sandy's brother live in New Mexico. So we're going to sing about a song about New Mexico rain that was written by Michael Hearn, who was actually sang it with his group South by Southwest. I think a very well-known rendition of this is by Nancy Griffith.
By the way, this is if those of you who want to dance, this is the one waltz you get tonight.
There you go. Okay. So 3-4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, the smoke cuts the light in this honky-tonk bar, and I'm thinking where I'd rather be. Maybe playing a senorita in old Mexico, or standing on the edge of the sea. And if I had the money, well, I'll tell you, honey, we'd be on that first plane to Spain. But as long as we're here, then the answer is clear. We'll waltz in New Mexico rain.
New Mexico rain.
Yes, it's hot down in
New
New
Mexico rain.
And I call this my home.
If I ain't happy here,
then I ain't happy nowhere. New Mexico rain when my mind starts to roam. I've been like the birds of the city keep calling my name, and you know I've been through this before. In some giant hotel on a long four-lane street with a check of time on the door. And if I had the money, well, I'll tell you, honey, we'd be on that New Delhi train. But as long as we're here, the answer is clear. We'll waltz in the Mexico rain.
New Mexico rain.
Yes, it's hot down
New
in
Mexico rain.
And I call this my home.
If I ain't happy here,
then I ain't happy nowhere. New Mexico rain when my mind starts to roam. I've been drinking all day with this guy at the bar. He sure seems unhappy to me. Told me he was going nowhere, going there fast, and he envies the life that I lead. And if I had the money, well, I'll tell you, honey, I'd keep him from going insane. 'Cause there's one thing for sure, that there just ain't no cure like a waltz in the Mexico rain.
New Mexico rain.
Yes, it's hot down
New
in
Mexico rain.
And I call this my home. If I ain't happy here, then I ain't happy nowhere. New Mexico rain when my mind starts to roll.
Well, we all hope you enjoyed your 3/4 waltz there. Our next piece is by the King of Western Swing. And I know I watched the King of Western Swing in the special, the country music special on PBS. Great fun to see. This song is called Sugar Moon. You know, Bob Wills was really coming into his own from the mid-30s until about the mid-50s or so. And he created this Western swing style, which was kind of a mix of big band music that was going on in the 30s, 40s, and all the country music that he was hearing and grew up listening to in Texas. So it's a great kind of a melding of two different styles of music. Bob Wills was heavily influenced by Bessie Smith, the blues singer, who he heard when he was quite young. So this song is called Sugar Moon by Bob Wills. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. with sugar, need that old sugar moon. I'm gonna drop her a line, to expect me soon.
Expect me real soon.
Say I'm craving some sugar, need that old sugar moon. I can see it right now. She gets the calendar down, stretches the circle around the day we're altar bound. When it's sugar cane time, long around about you, wedding bells will be chiming, need that old sugar moon. Sugar cane time, long around about June, I'll be walking with sugar, need that old sugar moon. And all the kisses I miss, I'll be getting them soon, There'll be kisses from sugar, need that old sugar moon. We'll be swinging dreams of all the loving I'll get till I get back to my bed. Lordy, how I will fret when it's sugar cane time, long around about June, I'll be walking with sugar, need that old sugar moon. I'll be walking with sugar, need that old sugar moon.
That's the greatest song.
It is. It's got nice little echoes in there. Just really fun to do. A great fun style.
Oh yeah.
We hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed it.
Well, when you see videos of Bob Wills on YouTube, you got to wonder how he ever made any money, considering how many people he had in his band.
Oh yeah, kind of one of the original horn bands in a lot of ways.
Right.
Running around in these broken down school buses. Wow. It's all changed, you know. I don't see Garth Brooks running around in the school bus hardly at all anymore.
Yeah.
But he gets to go to inaugural
Yeah.
things, right? Yeah, right.
In his dress blue jeans.
I bet he even had him pressed for the occasion. What do you think? Well, we'd like to move on now to a tune by one of my favorite guitar players and songwriters, Gamble Rogers. He was a wonderful hot guitar player in the style of Chet Atkins, Merle Travis, and somewhere in that genre. And interesting songwriter and a very good storyteller. He's, if you want to learn any music at all, you got to go to YouTube. And there are a lot of live performances by Gamble Rogers on YouTube that will just be very entertaining. His stories could go on for 20 minutes, and you know, your ribs would be hurting from laughing so much. Anyway, this is one of his story songs about a little slice of life kind of thing. A cabaret on the highway, and the time is 10 till 2. Pretty waitress at my table, a pretty waitress at my table. She says, what can I do for you? I told her, oh baby, I'm so lonely, and my mind it is ill at ease. I need a woman to love me, but if you cannot love me then, Jack Daniels, if you please. Whiskey and water, whoa, 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 whiskey and water. Here's the fear, pain, and sorrow, Jack Daniels, if you please. Gentry, I got right down upon my knees. Maggie, darling, take some loving deep, deep down in my darker soul. Won't you set my mind at ease? I told her, oh baby, I'm gonna love you. Come here and sit down upon my knee. I'm gonna kiss you, I'm gonna caress you. One little thing that I need first, darling, Jack Daniels, will you please? Whiskey and water, whoa, 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 whiskey and water. Here's the fear, pain, and sorrow, Jack Daniels. Fear, pain, and sorrow, Jack Daniels. Gonna feel like hell tomorrow, Jack Daniels, if you please.
Good old Jack Daniels. Just pour me another round.
With a black label on it.
So we're kind of sticking with, actually, this is closer to the kind of Bob Wills kind of tune, except it wasn't one of his tunes. Walkin' on New Grass. It was written by Ray Pennington in 1966 and also recorded by Kenny Price in 1966. And this is a song to be sung not by somebody in her 70s, but some guy or some woman in their 20s. And it's kind of relevant to the time. Is it, boy, I just want to get out of here, and when I can, I'm gonna get out of here. So it's sort of relevant that way. 1, 2, how about 2, 3, 4. I'm like a cloud drifting from town to town. Each new love just helps me on my way. Now no one man ever gonna tie me down. One gets too close, I just back up and I say, well, I got to be walking on new grass, singing a new song. Tomorrow there's no telling where I'll be. I'll be walking on new grass, singing a new song. The next town up the road keeps calling me. Well, I'm telling you, don't fall in love with me, 'cause I don't intend on being here too long. Just like a leaf caught in a playful breeze, I'll carry you a while and I'll be moving on. 'Cause I gotta be walking on new grass, singing a new song. Tomorrow there's no telling where I'll be. I'll be walking on new grass, singing a new song. The next town up the road keeps calling me. Start walking, say it. No, I won't take root, I never stay that long. And a bad seed just don't grow anywhere. grass starts growing, I'll be on my way. 'Cause I gotta be
Walking on new grass, singing a new song. Tomorrow there's no telling where I'll be.
I'll be
Walking on new grass, singing a new song. The next town up the road keeps calling me.
yeah, the
Next town up the road keeps calling me.
Don't know what that next town is, but
There's always
I
a
think-
next town.
I think it might be Arizona.
At least for, January's in
January,
Arizona sound pretty delightful. I don't know.
Well, for all you fans of bluegrass music, this is a warning that this is not the way Bill Monroe would have done this song. He wouldn't have done this song at all, for that matter. But bluegrass, it's being an oral tradition. You hear a song at a festival or at a concert, and you go home and try and reproduce it. And if you forget the lyrics, you want to fill in the blanks a little bit. And
And sometimes you have friends that help, right,
Yeah.
with that.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Right.
so every once in a while, someone will come up with a phrase that just sort of fits the song, but it's not the way Bill would have done it. I just want everyone to know that this song is not my fault. 2, 3, 4.
She walks through the mall with her hair up in curlers, her car double parked in the handicap zone. She took all the charge cards and served me with papers. No fault divorce, gave her half of all I owe. Not my fault.
Not my fault.
We're divorced.
Now everybody knows what happens at the mall. From women's living master charge, she wants to have it all. I'm working just to pay the bills and pay for food and rent. The interest on her shopping spree is 21%.
She walks through the mall with her hair up in curlers, her car double parked in the handicap zone. She took all the charge cards and served me with papers. No fault divorce, gave her half of all I owe.
Not my fault.
Not my fault.
Not my fault.
We're divorced.
Well, now I face eviction for the payments I can't meet. The furniture she bought on time will soon be in the streets. She charged pictures on the walls and the rugs upon the floor. The repo man, he wants the car, he's banging on the door.
She walks through the mall with her hair up in curlers, her car double parked in the handicap zone. She took all the charge cards and served me with papers. No fault divorce, gave her half of all I owe.
Not my fault.
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 We're divorced.
These times in between songs, it's so odd. It's so quiet, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, right. But we're so glad. And a reminder that we're at Linneman's, River West Inn. The only other person who's here is Jim Linneman doing this wonderful stream for us with a great sound, and I can see us. So good quality of picture and so on video. And we hope you're enjoying it very much. And again, we really, really encourage you to hit that tip jar button, because all goes to Linneman's. So he and Marty can continue to support music in Milwaukee like they've done for so many years with live music and such an interesting group of musicians who come here and play. And of course, this pandemic and everything has just been devastating to places that really depend on live music, and to many bands that want to perform live music.
And so many bands got their start right here in Linneman's. So Jim, you've done a great service for the community. I know my son's band played here a couple of times. Many of my former students and current students have played here many times. So it's just great to have this as a great sounding, great Milwaukee venue.
Right. So anything you can provide, please do, and we'll see. When we can get together again, we all can't wait to come back to Linneman's River West Inn. So now we're going to a tune that we learned through Mary Black, and maybe that we, that we heard this tune at Irish Fest. I think that's how we got introduced to Mary Black, and she does such a fabulous job with this. It was actually written, excuse me, not in Ireland, but in this country by Mick, what's the name? Mick Hanley, and was recorded by Hal Ketchum, and so the kind of U.S. version, the country version, is sort of known to be associated with him. But it's actually been around since 1988. If I can read my notes. But it's a favorite. It was a favorite one that we used to do with our group Circadian Rhythm, is some of the other tunes we've done tonight, but this was especially fun. So we love to do this song. So, Past the Point of Rescue. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last night I dreamed you were back again, larger than life again, holding me tight again, placing those same kisses on my brow, sweeter than ever now. Lord, I remember how. Couldn't get enough of kissing. Do you know how much I'm missing? No, you don't, but I do. Days like a slow train trickle by. Even the words that I write refuse to fly. All that I can hear is your song haunting me. Can't get the melody out of my head, you see. Distractions I've been using. Do you know how much you're losing? No, you don't, but I do. Yes, I do. I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue. Is no word from you at all the best that you can do? Never meant to push or shove you. Do you know how much I love you? No, you don't, but I do.
never meant to push or shove you. Do you know how much I love you? No, you don't, but I do. No, you don't, but I do. No, you don't, but I do.
Well, we're on the downhill slope here, and so I'd like to thank everyone, and y'all come back now, and I hope we can do the same. Right now, we're going to wait. Scott's going to switch to guitar, and we're going to do a medley of Greg Brown songs that we think kind of captures the feeling, the joy of making music together. And it's a joy that we have, and we're glad to be able to share it with people. And someday soon, we hope to share it with people we can actually see their smiling faces. And then we're going to end the evening with our little tribute to Milwaukee.
The old kit and caboodle is in disrepair, and there's nowhere to go that's not here. Little cockles and cuckoos from here to Timbuktu are counting their dough in the mirror, singing Rooty, toot, toot for the moon. It's the biggest star I've ever seen. It's a pearl of wisdom, a slice of green cheese, and it's burning just like kerosene. Burning just like kerosene. He was just some poor white kid trying to sing tough and black, with gravel and grit in his voice. He laughed at the things we do, the radio laughed too, and he'd lift up his hand and rejoice, singing Rooty, toot, toot for the moon. It's the biggest star I've ever seen. It's a pearl of wisdom, a slice of green cheese, and it's burning just like kerosene. Burning just like kerosene. So God bless motorcycles, those far out heavy trifles. You know I can't memorize them. Hang your hat on your nose, don't get lost in your clothes. Smile at someone, begin to begin. Singing Rooty, toot, toot for the moon. It's the biggest star I've ever seen. It's a pearl of wisdom, a slice of green cheese, and it's burning just like kerosene. Burning just like kerosene.
Don't know when we came. No, it's been so long. Everything is the same. Let's do one more song. There's a ring around the moon. Long, long time till day. Play me one more tune. Please I play the steel guitar. I dance around and grin. You play up so far. There's a ring around the moon. Long, long time till day. Play me one more tune. Please don't go away. Picking on the strings, tapping of the feet. These are age-old things, but who can say how sweet? There's a ring around the moon. Long, long time till day. Play me one more tune. Please don't go away. There's a ring around the moon. Long, long time till day. Play me one more tune. Please don't go away. Now come on, baby, come along with me. To that land of beer and bratwurst, my sweet home, Milwaukee. Now some people dig New York, they say that LA can't be beat, but I think I'm in heaven cruising 27th Street. Now come on, baby, come along with me. To that land of beer and bratwurst, my sweet home, Milwaukee. Some guys are chasing women, some are getting into fights. Me, I want a fish fry. I like to go bowling Friday nights. Now come on, baby, come along with me. To that land of beer and bratwurst, my sweet home, Milwaukee. Whitefish Bay to Greenfield, Bayview to River West. We're all hanging at the lakefront, drinking beer at Summerfest. Now come on, baby, come along with me. To that land of beer and bratwurst, my sweet home, Milwaukee. Come on, baby, come along with me. To that land of beer and bratwurst, my sweet home, Milwaukee. To that land of beer and bratwurst, my sweet home, Milwaukee.
Oh, thanks, folks.
Thank you,
Thanks
everyone.
very much. We've had a ball.
It's great to be here, and enjoy your Packer Sunday tomorrow.
Right.
Go Packers.
Go Packs.
And thanks again to Linneman's. Don't forget that tip jar.
Thank you so much, Jim.
Thank
Great,
you.
Great.
By the way, we are Eccentric Acoustic,
In case you're wondering.
and watch for us. Hopefully, we'll be in places where we can see you soon.
Right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.